Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I got a comment asking how I made my VR game, because on the dev forums, if you look, there is like very few information about how to actually like make VR, since not many people really understand how to do it. So basically all you really do is for VR is you need two scripts. You need a script in starter player scripts and a script in server script service. Basically the star player scripts, this gets all the inputs and all the input positions, and then it sends them to the server where it actually makes those positions. And right now this is a lot of information right now. This is a lot of things going on. But I'll try to explain how all this works. So basically what it does when the player first joins in, it gets all the services like that, and basically what it does is if has VR. So has VR is user input service dot VR enabled. So if has VR, then it prints player has VR, and then it puts them into first person right here, and then it changes their camera C frames like that, and then it gets the local head. This is the C frame of the virtual reality head and the C frame of the virtual reality arms. So that's like where you position the arms based on where the controller is at. And so this is just like you just do local head equals VR service that gets user C frame enum dot user C frame dot head, and just do that for like all of them. And then it fires add VR in the service. Basically, add VR, all it does right here is it creates a model right here, and then replicated storage. I have the body parts like the left hand, the right hand, the body, and the head, and those are basically just like all like the grabbing parts, and like those are the parts that like move with the player's controller, like the hands and the head and the body. And so basically what that does is that clones them and it puts them inside of a model in workspace, and it names the model to the player's name, and then it just like changes them to the player's skin color. And yeah, that's what that all does. And then right here, this is like the grabbing thing, grabbing physics. Here I go into here. So down here, right here, basically to get like the grip button pressed, user input service dot input ended connect function input. And it's button left L1 and button R1. Those are the grip buttons. Basically, whenever those are gripped, it'll fire a replicated storage event right here, and then it changes the in here you can see in the right arm there's a function, or there's a value called grabbing. It just sets that to true whenever they're grabbing, and that lets them pick up items. And so basically how like you move the player, or like move the character's arm to the controller C frame is this right here. User input service dot user C frame change function part comma move part. This will be the part that is moving. So basically whenever a part is moved on the character, it'll send this, and then move is the position it's moving to. And basically we do if part equals enum dot user C frame dot left hand, then basically this will get, if the part that is moving is the left hand, then it will fire a replicated storage event. It'll fire VR body, which VR body is just an event right here. I'll get to it. Right here. It just gets the player, gets the type, like it gets the left arm. So like the type would be the left arm. The position would be the position it's trying to move to, and then it just send. Let's see, if type equals left arm, then left hand dot C frame equals position. So it just sets the positions right there. That's pretty simple. And basically what it does is you could just do left arm, or you could just do move dot position, but that wouldn't work because move is just relative to the move is just relative to the character. But if you want it to be relative to the workspace, because otherwise it wouldn't really move that much, it would just move relative to the camera. But if you want it to move relative to like the workspace, where the character actually is, then you would have to. So basically, you'd have to do camera.cframe times move, and then that would basically, it would take move, it would times it by the C frame of the camera, and that would get the position relative to the workspace. And so yeah, I just do that for all of them. So whenever like a C frame is changed, it just does like if the part is right hand or if the part is head, then it changes head to the C frame. And then down here, this is just like all the inputs, and yeah. And it's pretty simple once you actually like figure out how to do it. It's pretty simple. And then I just added a lot of things on. Like I added so like it makes the players' arms the player's skin color, and it adds like probably shirt to the arms. And then all that these parts are right here is here. I'll go into just like the gun. Basically, all it is it's a part right here. It's called grab part. Basically, all it does is whenever the part is touched, if the touch is named grab brick, because inside the hands, if you go down here, inside of the hands right here, like right hand, there's a part called grab brick. Basically, if the grab brick is touching the gun, and so if the grab brick touching the hand and grabbing dot value, so right here, local value equals part dot grabbing. If the grabbing value equals true, then it welds the gun to the player's hand. And then when the value's changed, if the value is equal to false, then it unwelds it, so that way the player drops the gun. And so yeah, that's pretty much all it is. All these parts are there's just a bunch of random meshes that I found. Like all these gloves, bowling balls, all they are is just meshes that just have that just have it so like when the player's hand is grabbing them, when the grab value is equal to true and it's touching them, then it welds it to the hand. So yeah, that's basically that all it does. It's pretty simple actually. I'll open source this game that way some people can test it out and see like how it works and all that. But if you use my system in your game, just try to just make sure that you like leave in the description that I was one that made the system. And so yeah, that's pretty much like all the system is. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be showing more on how I like did this soon, and I'll be adding more to my game and making it better.